Therefore I am stressing on this point. Where is book? Where is book? Where is book? So kindly help me. This is my request.
Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. It is a big question that who impels the living entity to commit the sinful acts. Although he is unwilling, even then he is forced to commit the sinful acts. The answer of this question is given in the Bhagavad Gita by Lord Krishna in the chapter 3rd. Krishna says, Arjun, it is the lust which impels and forces the living entity to commit the sinful acts. The lust is the greatest enemy of the living entity. The lust can never be satisfied. The lust can never be fulfilled. Here we can take the example of tea strainer. Tea strainer, chai chalni, chai poni. If you keep the tea strainer underneath the flowing water tap and you see the water is falling in the tea strainer, and at the same time the same water is coming out downwards from the tea strainer, and you see water is never stored, water is never filled in the tea strainer. Although a lot of water is falling in the tea strainer but never filled. The human being in the same way is like a tea strainer. Although human being has enjoyed so many lusty desires, even then the human being is never satisfied. Now question arises, how can we curb the lust of the human being? The answer of this question is also given in the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says, of all the senses, mind and intelligence, the senses are the grossest, and being gross, they are easy to control. Krishna therefore suggests that we should begin to control first the lusty desires by regulating the senses. And the senses can be regulated very easily by the Vedic Bhakti process. Now, while controlling the senses, we should not neglect the intelligence. We should not neglect the intelligence when we are controlling the senses, because intelligence is like a guard. Intelligence is like a guard which is next door neighbor, which protects the soul from the Maya. If the guard, that is intelligence, is corrupted by lust, then the situation is as dangerous as when the bodyguard is bribed by the enemy. And when our bodyguard is bribed by the enemy, then there is no question of safety, then there is no question of security. So, these materially contaminated intelligence must be neglected, because this materially contaminated intelligence is working in the service of our enemy Maya. So we should accept instead the intelligence of Guru, Sadhu and Shastra to curb the lust. And we also know that soul is superior to intelligence. And if the soul is engaged in the loving service of Lord Krishna directly, then it is very easy to curb the lust. And if this soul is engaged in the service of Lord Krishna by chanting, by hearing, by remembering, then there is no question of lust. Hare Krishna.